Picture this. A dark Halloween night. You're a child all dressed up in your Luigi costume. Love that pic, by the way. And you're walking down the cold, crisp street on All Hallows Eve. Come across a house and get a king-sized candy bar. Wow. That moment, you vow to yourself to never, ever eat anything other than candy ever again.
Pause.
What the hell? You just broke the moment, dude.
You couldn't eat anything other than candy your whole life. That's impossible. You die.
Not to a child, bro. Have you seen what they eat? Like, I mean, iPad kids are a perfect example. All they eat is candy.
Well, fine then. My name's Robert. I'm a freaking nerd who likes nutrition. You rarely survive on candy.
You know what time it is? Happy Halloween, everyone. Let me get into something a little more comfortable. There we go. Something perfect to match spooky season. Happy Halloween, everyone. Now, this question has been asked by every kid around the globe at some point. Could you survive off of candy? Turns out this is a commonly asked question. There are more than like 50 responses on any forum you check. Turns out, my surprise, little us wouldn't be completely disappointed after all. See, there's only really a couple things you need to survive, like survive, you know? That's water, sleep, and food. In this instance, assuming you have adequate sleep and water, isolating the food variable to be only candy makes the question a bit tricky, but yes, actually, you can survive off of only candy. It can't be that easy though, right? Yeah, possibly. Let's answer it. Well, your body needs calories. It's the only thing food is really necessarily used for. Any sort of food energy will input the necessary components to maintain function, assuming you're eating enough calories to maintain function, of course, actually. Your body literally runs off of glucose. It's the main component in candy, as calories are quite literally like all from sugar, meaning you'd feel energetic. I mean, full on, you'd be running around like Usain Bolt, you'd break world record. They'd think you're on crack. Little did they know, you actually were. Frick, this whole candy thing was just a lie. Well, shoot, before we get demonetized, you get the point. Due to sugar being like the fastest carb ever, you feel super energized like the first couple of days on the diet. But we're hyping this up way too much. It'll fall apart pretty quickly, pretty easily. Well, with no fats comes no nutrition absorption. No protein comes no building blocks, and that's the main issue. So without the other necessary pieces to function, you'd fall apart faster than a chair from Temu. It doesn't help candies don't actually have any vitamins or minerals either. So you wouldn't even be getting any of the essential fatty acids and shit. You get a lot of deficiencies quickly. So I guess with supplementation it might work, but then to actually absorb them, you would actually need fats in your diet. And what little fats you are getting are like 10 from maybe like the nuts and the chocolate, I mean. That stuff ain't gonna do diddly all. Speaking of balls, protein would be the biggest factor here. There's literally no way to supplement protein. Think about it that way.
Oh, but I take cons and blah, blah, blah.
Shut the heck up. That's bull crap made by Big Pharma to make you buy more stuff. The only protein supplement that actually works is one that has calories, and that would instantly be substituted out for this diet. Not to mention you'd have no, and I mean legitimately no fiber whatsoever, because even with fats and protein, you'll at least likely get like 15 or so grams of meat. But with fiber, you just don't even get it, dude. So say goodbye to your digestion. Have luck running with this one while you're running and almost tooting diagnostic constipation. Oh, this is a hard one to record. Except from the funny, haha, I'm only gonna eat candy challenge, blah, 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 blah. After like day 2, you start getting diabolical glucose and blood sugar levels. But there's something in the point that constantly is being brought up time and time again. It's just that how much time we've mentioned like 10 times already. Would you feel bad, but like how long would you actually survive off of this diet? Well, the timeline would go something like this. The first few days I already talked about, but then by the end of the week, you'd be getting some crazy fatigue and like irritability as well. Your training would go to shit real quickly. Not to mention, due to lack of fiber, you'd have no digestion, like what I spoke of. Not to mention, you'd also eat the Pillsbury Doughboy, because like you just increased your carbs by 250. I mean, even if you are eating like the same amount of calories, that's like so much more glycogen storage. By the time it gets into the weeks section, we're not even freaking around at this point. Due to your lack of vitamins and protein, this is when you start experiencing like the coined protein deficiency, like mineral deficiencies as well. So all this naysayers speaking crap on protein's name, this is what happens when you get none of it, or at least not much of it, of course. Your hair can thin, subsequently they can fall out. You'll be weak as hell, not just because of the lack of protein, but you'll lose muscle because of it. Another interesting thing I found is that it actually has oral effects. Apparently it can cause sores in your mouth, like bleeding gums and crap. Imagine you eat a Kit Kat, comes back all bloody, and you're just like, oh my god, I just got razored. And like, then you realize that it's like just like the big old sores in your mouth because you haven't had enough protein. I don't know why I'm smiling at that, that's not funny. And if you're somehow still doing it past like a month-ish, well, you're not exactly gonna die, but it's catabolic. You lose so much muscle, your immune system would like completely break down. There's a few things that happen that not even I expect could happen in this scenario. First of all, your blood and bones would thin. Full on. This would be due to anemia, a shortage of red blood cells. Basically, that means you're not getting enough iron, vitamins, and such. This is an extreme case, but to be fair, this is a very extreme diet. And eventually, this would lead to organ damage and just like organ failure. Fuck, why does it always get here? It's like, I feel like you do anything wrong with your diet and it's just boom, organ failure. So overall, maybe it would be like a good idea to stick to maybe just a few pieces over the holidays. But who knows? Maybe this is all a lie made by the government to stop us from eating handfuls of candy every day. And that answers the long, unforgotten question. Can you survive off of candy alone? I guess so, for like a little bit. You're welcome for the double upload this week. Go check out Wednesday's video where, oh my god, it's a zombie! Ah! It's Halloween time, so that makes sense. It's zombie.
What's in your head? In your head, yeah, zombie.